What's going on, my trainer club? We have one of the biggest announcements, I would say, this year because of what's to come, the biggest ultra bonus based on the Go Fest. I am super excited to get into this, so I'm gonna help you start getting prepped and ready, along with help you guys know what's coming in Pokemon Go. So welcome to the trainer club. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. We are super excited. I know all you guys are excited to hear what the news is in Pokemon Go. We have all heard it. I'm sure you guys have seen it. So I'm gonna make sure, number one, you know what's all going on, and number two, give you some tips that can start getting you prepped and ready to be able to max out on the upcoming 3 weeks of Pokemon Go insanity. So drop in the comments and let me know, what part of the ultra bonus are you most excited for? Are you excited for the shinies, for the raid bosses, for the return of something that I literally just made a video on telling you not to get emotional on about your shiny Suicune that you may not have gotten? I told you they were gonna come back to the raids, right? So here we go. We're gonna get into everything we need to know about the new 3-week ultra box unlock that has come in Pokemon Go. This rewards are something that you do not want to miss out. We want to maximize and we want to get everything ready, and then we will start getting into all of the nits and details as each of the weeks are coming up. So let's go. So there are 3 different weeks, 3 different stages to the bonus unlock. So we're gonna get you prepped and ready, and I'm gonna give you some tips. Number one, my tips are definitely gonna be start to save up your coins, because for the 3rd, I would recommend saving them for, right? The 3rd week is going to be the shiny Mewtwo. So if you can gym every day right now, get 50 coins every single day, you're gonna need 8 hours. So I suggest either doing it really early in the morning or a little bit later towards the end of the night in gyms that you know don't turn over super frequently. That's gonna be the best place and the best time for you to stack up on your gym coins, right? Because then when the shiny Mewtwo comes out, which is gonna be what we're gonna get to in a little bit, you'll have enough coins to be able to max out if you're not a pay-to-play player. But if you are a pay-to-play player, you just know that you're gonna be spending a little bit extra money this month, straight up, because week 1 starts on September 2nd, so it's basically as soon as Rayquaza ends, we are going straight into this. So for the week 1, it is going to be September 2nd all the way until September 9th, 7 days of awesomeness. We're gonna have 2 new shinies, which is gonna be Sentret and Gligar, super cool shinies. We're gonna have Suicune, Entei, and Raikou back in the raids. So if you did not get any of those shinies, this is going to be the time to max out on these raids to get that. So anybody that didn't get a Suicune, a Raikou, or an Entei, or hasn't traded for one, hopefully you guys listen to my tips. You can now go ahead and get those. So if you guys wanna start getting prepped, I'm gonna put my full guide to all of them up here, so if you can look at the parties and how to hit excellent throws, as well as some of the tips to help you guys max out. So all of the videos are going to be in this playlist above. You guys can start checking that out and get ready. And for this one, we are also having 2 more things. Number one, we can hatch unknowns from 10K eggs with the letters ULTRA. So if you haven't been to a Go Fest or you haven't gotten an unknown yet, because they are ultra rare, they are in the wild, but they are ultra rare. They do not spawn very often, and when they do spawn, they are out in the middle of nowhere. You can start hatching them. We don't know the prevalence of them, but they're going to be probably pretty rare. So this half incubator effectiveness, which is going to be the bonus for this time frame, is going to be the best thing to help you out on this. I would focus on maximizing. We're going to need to take into account 2 different things. If you don't have an unknown, or if you already have these letters, I would not do this, right? If you've been to Go Fests and you've got ULTR or A, or you have all of them, or maybe you just need one, I would suggest holding off on incubating these 10Ks, because we have in the 2nd week a better chance to get different types of Pokemon. If you do not have an unknown and you need an unknown, this may be a great time during a week to try to get 10-kilometer eggs to try to hatch. However, I'm gonna put out one asterisk right here. The 10-kilometer eggs with the unknowns will not be active. So if you have a 10K right now, you can't save the 10K. You're gonna have to churn through it, and then you're gonna have to then get new 10Ks after the 2nd at the time frame for your area. So what I would suggest doing, maybe a potential, maybe towards the end of the week, if you're an incubator and you do a lot of incubating, start not having eggs ready in your account, like incubate through them all, and don't spin stops. I know it's gonna be a little bit hard, but start stocking up on balls right now and anything you need, and then don't spin stops maybe the day or 2 before if you want to start getting ready for eggs. If you can't do that and you can't manage, right, then maybe not. So if you wanted to do this optimally on the first, you would incubate all your eggs. You would walk them throughout the first and the second. You'd be hatching them on the second. You'd done all your gifts on the morning of the first before you start hatching your eggs, so you can churn through them all so you won't get eggs when you open gifts. And then at 2 p.m. on the time frame when it is active, you then go spin stops and you try to get the 10Ks. That's the most effective way to get them, is have eggs cleared out and ready to go for when those 10Ks go active. And then on to week number 2, which is gonna be September 9th all the way until September 16th, 7 days. We have again, so throughout the entire challenge, we're doing the half incubator effectiveness, meaning everything's gonna hatch in half the amount of distance, which then is going to be a little bit better if you use a super incubator. So super incubators are definitely gonna be the eggs to use, and this is going to be my favorite week for the eggs, and I would suggest saving this up if you already have those unknown letters, because we can have the shiny potential for the Kangaskhan, the Mr. Mime, the Tauros, as well as the Farfetch'd. So number one, if you're missing any of these regionals or you're a new player, this is a great time to get them. You have to get them from opening gifts, meaning here's the strategy behind this, which we'll go into detail each week. You have to hatch an egg, and then you can't spin a stop until you open a gift if you want to get a 7K, because if you have your gotcha or your plus running in the background, or you're accidentally spinning stops, once you hatch that egg, and sometimes the eggs will clear out of your inventory before they even come up on the hatch screen, so you have to be very conscious of this. You then go into your box, you open a gift, so you're gonna have to strategize opening those gifts if you're incubating a lot of different eggs. And then also we have the Deoxys coming outside of the EX raids, which is super relieving. I hope that we get some type of new amazing EX boss back in its place, maybe a Gen 4, maybe a Gen 3, hopefully something like that. But now we can get the Deoxys outside. So since I did not get a defense form, I will be using a free raid pass during that week. As far as the Deoxys go, the only really one that holds some weight is the defense form, because it is going to be able to be used in the Great League for PvP. So besides that, this week is not going to be a heavy raid focused week. I suggest getting the Deoxys that you need, but I don't suggest getting out there and hunting the hundos like super hardcore, because none of them really hold too much weight as a mythical Pokemon that you can actually utilize outside in raids or in PvP. It's just the defense form. Focus on the defense form, get that for that week, and primarily focused on hatching those shiny potential regionals so you can complete out your Kanto region, and hopefully you can get some of these shiny regionals as well, which are super cool. And we will be coming out with some videos to help you guys prep and be ready for all of those as well, so do not worry. I just wanted to get a global overview right now with a little bit of tips, getting you ready, because it's not quite ready for this event. We will have the water event tips video coming tomorrow, so you guys can be prepped and ready. But on to week number 3, we have from the 16th all the way until the 23rd of September. The reason why I was telling you guys to save up your coins every single day is for week 3. So if you start right now and you're saving up every day, week 3, you're gonna have a good amount of coins. You'll be able to get an Ultra Box, and Shiny Mewtwo is coming to raids officially with the move Psystrike. So as soon as we know more details about Psystrike, we will definitely go into it. Hopefully this is gonna really up on his game right now. Hopefully Psystrike, which is supposed to be one of the best psychic moves, will up his game and put him in the spot that he rightfully deserves as the Holy Crown Psychic Pokemon. If this is the case, this is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be amazing, amazing, amazing. I can't wait to do that. And hopefully that move will then be active. So for the people that have the Shadow Balls and they wanna have a second move that's a charge attack for the Psychic, they will be able to TM into the Psychic. I hope that's how it goes. We don't know exactly what the raid mechanics of this move. Is it gonna be active in the raid pool, or is it gonna be a 1-week exclusive legacy move? We don't know. We will have more details to come, but Mewtwo shiny potential that week is the go hard week, right? And we hopefully will also have the raid hour, which we will get the Mewtwo on that week as well. So everybody get ready and prepped to lose your face to Mewtwo on week 3, because it's where it's at. And then also we will have some new Unova Pokemon that are coming out. So we will have Gen 5 officially out very slightly. We have the Clink, we have the Patrat, and the Lillipup. And if you are lucky, we can already get a shiny Clink in raids. So guys, this week is going to be heavily based on raids, right? Especially if you want those guys. I'm not going to be jumping on the Unova Pokemon. I'm going to be primarily focused on the Mewtwo. Number 1, because Mewtwo's a beast. Number 2, you can get his shiny potentials. You're also going to have the 2x incubator effectiveness during this week. I don't know what the focus of that 2x incubator effectiveness for that week is. I was thinking maybe more lines of double XP or something like that, since it's a raid focus week, but it does not have it. So here we go. Top tips, number 1, get your gym coins, 50 coins per day. Number 2, you are going to want to start getting your lucky friends stacked up because you're going to want to trade these shiny Mewtwo's for lucky shiny Mewtwo's with lucky friends. So sending out 20 gifts and plus per day, I would say plus, just try to get as many of them out as possible, and opening your 20 gifts per day is going to be the best thing that you can possibly do because you need the lucky Pokemon, you need the coins, you need the raid passes, you need the incubators. Everything needs to be ready and prepped to go because we have 3 weeks of awesomeness. Number 1 and number 2. Number 1 is going to be half raids, half incubators if you need the unknowns. Number 2 is going to be primarily focused on the incubators, little on the raid passes. And then number 3 is going to be heavy on the raid passes. And I don't know what else, right? Because I think everything else is gone. Unless they leave those shiny regionals in the eggs, then you can continue on in week number 3. But that's going to be where you are rationing all of your resources right now, where you're going to be focusing everything and everything like that. So I just want to take a moment and say thank you guys. I hope you guys have a blast with this ultra bonus. I think it's absolutely amazing. And thank you to my likers, subscribers, commenters, and sharers. I will see you guys out on the next video, especially an extra special thank you to my Patreon members. I appreciate all you guys. Peace.
I just want to take a moment and sincerely thank all of my Patreon members, everybody that has taken their subscription to the next level and chosen to support me on this platform. I greatly appreciate you guys. As a growing channel and really trying to grow and improve as much as I possibly can, I really appreciate the extra support. You guys mean the absolute world to me. I cannot wait to connect with you soon, and I appreciate you guys all for being a part of the Trainer Club. I will see you guys out on the next video.